Good evening, everyone. Welcome you all to the first webinar of Eminence 5.0, proudly organized by the WIA Affinity Group of the IEEE Student Branch at the University of Ruhuna. Before we dive into Eminence 5.0, we have something special for you. Let's take a look at a video showing some amazing moments from last year's event, Eminence 4.0. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy the highlights. Building on the success of our previous editions, we are excited to present Eminence 5.0, continuing our journey of learning, innovation, and collaboration. Today, we begin with the Packet Tracer webinar, where we'll explore the world of networking. We encourage you to actively engage and make the most of this valuable opportunity. After today's session, we will open the floor for a Q&A where you can ask questions and gain further insights. So, stay with us and get ready to make the most of this session. Now, it is my great honor to introduce today's speaker, Mr. Sel Prasanna, Associate System Engineer at WIA Systems Incorporated. We are truly delighted to have him join us and share his valuable expertise. Sir, the session is now over to you.
Okay, so thank you. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so thank you. Okay, so I will start the session. So before starting the session, I will give a brief introduction about myself. So I am Masela Prasanna from the 21st batch of a university. So I also studied in the Department of Electrical and Information during the last year. So in the final year, I followed the telecommunication and networking part. Also during the final year, I have achieved the CCNA examination, which is related to the networking. And so there are many hands-on practices which we are doing in Packet Tracer in that also. So today I will conduct the Packet Tracer session, and also currently I'm working as an system and networking engineer at associate system engineer at WA Systems. Okay, so let's go through the session. We'll share the screen. Okay, I hope you can see the presentation. Can someone confirm? Is my presentation visible?
Yes, it is visible for me.
Okay, thank you. So okay, so let's start with the introduction to the Packet Tracer presentation. So in the presentation itself, I will go through the basic concepts related to the networking and also the related IP addressing and how the networking is done through the host or the communication between the computers. And then I will go through the introduction to a Packet Tracer through the software, which is a hands-on experience. So after that, related to the task you are getting for the competition. I will go through VLAN, the inter-VLAN communications, stuff like that, and also static routing, which you will also participate in the competition, and also which is very much important in your career. In if you are following networking, the routing is the like the heart of the networking. So routing means there are two types of routing, like static routing and dynamic routing. So today I will discuss about the static routing. Okay, so let's jump into the presentation. Most of the time I will switch between the presentation and the packet tracer software. So I think mainly you can get a good idea if I like try with packet tracer. So the other thing is that I think you have installed packet tracer software in your computer. So when I'm trying to do some hands-on thing, so the best thing is that if you can also practice, so it will be good for you. So okay, we'll go through the presentation. So first, about 5 or 10 minutes, I will go through some introduction to networking. So actually, I think most of the persons who are joining here are from the first year and second year. So I think you only have a little much of an idea about what is computer networking, stuff like that. But in the third year or fourth year, you will get more modules related to networking, such as introduction to networking, computer networking, telecommunication and telecommunication networks, modules like that. So first thing, like to give an idea for everyone, I will start with the basic things. So a computer network. So as the definition says, a collection of computers and devices connected together via communication device and transmission media. So I will simplify this. So the main thing is that in previous years also, I think you have learned about what is a network. That means two or three devices which are communicating. So for that, there are some devices or components which we need. So one thing is the network interface card. Uh, so one important part is the network interface card which we are using. So I think you know what is a network interface card. So like I will draw here. If you take your computer as a host, every host or a machine has a interface card. So that means the communications are not done by the computer. That means for the communications with another computer, uh, first of all I will tell the basic theories, because as I mentioned before, there are many people from the first and second year. So as I am continuing the session, I want to give the basic idea first, and so then you can go to the other theories. So if we consider two computers, we are telling that these two computers are communicating. But the basic thing is that the communication or the data is not going through these computers, that is going through this network interface card. So I think you have like heard about IP addresses, MAC addresses. All of them are in this level. The network interface card has the IP address or the uh, MAC address. So we want to have that idea first before we are going through networks. So the place where the computer IP or the MAC address is stored is the network interface card. So I think you have an idea that what is this. So now for the communications, we want to have this network interface card. So for another device also, that means not only for computers, for every networking device there's a network interface card. So the communications are done through that card, and the other thing I have mentioned is the cable. So it's obvious the communications are done through the cables which the electrical signals are going through. Okay, so next we have the network devices such as hub, switch, and router. So I will go through them in the packet tracer session, so I can explain it, but I don't think that you will get a clear idea about what is a switch or router now. So then the other thing is that the protocols. So protocols simply are the for humans to communicate. So if two humans are communicating, we need a language. So as same as the language, the protocol means how computers communicate. So if the same language or the same protocol is used by this computer and this computer, then it is universal. So the computers can easily communicate because this computer know what this computer is telling. So that's the main idea of a protocol. So there are many protocols like for the communication of the networking. There is the OSI layer and also TCP/IP layers, TCP/IP protocols, which the computers communicate, or all the theories are based on those. So I will not go through the protocols today. So actually my main target is to get ready all of you to the packet tracer tasks which are given in the competition, and also to give an idea about what is networking in a brief. So okay, so next, I think this is clear. And one thing I want at least that if there are any questions, please feel free to ask from me. So in the chat, or I don't know if you can ask directly. So in any way, so you can ask any questions. I will answer them. So with the knowledge I have, or I will also tell you in another time also if there's a question that I also don't know. So there may be many things that you will get questions here. So networking is a vast uh, vast subject. So there are many things which are combined together, and as you are in the first year or second year, you will get confused with some of the theories. So best thing is that you can ask from me about any questions you are facing. Okay, we'll go through the slides. So the main things are these. So next, this is only a diagram to give you the idea about what are the basic things. So I don't think you are very much familiar with servers, ISP and cloud. So this is only to give you an idea about what is a network. So there are computers, there may be printers. What is a switch, that I will explain to you. So I will mainly, so before IP addresses. Okay, so the main thing is that you want to today's session is also about introduction to packet tracer. So I will start a packet tracer session and give the basic idea about how to go through that, because the main thing you want to learn from here is learn about packet tracer. So I will start the packet tracer session. Okay, if you have installed packet tracer, you can also go with me. So then you will have a good idea about how to use this. Give me a second. Okay, now I think you can see the screen. Okay, so before going through the network devices, so this is the interface which we are getting in packet tracer. There are some versions. Sometimes your version is different from mine, so there are not much major differences in those versions. So this is my interface. So in here you can see that there are some basic features which you are familiar with other softwares also. So like if you want to change the font sizes or things related to that, you can use this one. So as I'm sharing the screen, I will change my CLI font size to 11. Mm. Others, I think this is okay. if there's an issue with the font sizes or anything, so you can ask me to change the sizes. Okay, so we will go through some basic things. So first of all, at the start of the session, I told that networking is a communication between two or more devices. So for as a basic thing to get familiar with the packet trace also, I will start with the communication. So I think here you can take the networking devices. So uh, you can see here we have the networking devices. So if I select the routers, there are several types of routers which you can select and take. So if I select switches and also hubs, wireless devices, I think wireless devices, and those are somewhat advanced things. You will come through them in if you are following CCNA or CCNP. uh, I don't know any of you are following CCNA. So if you are following or started that one, you have come across these. So actually, as one thing, so I will give you some advice. So if you are like ready to come to this field, so that means not only networking, systems engineering, cloud computing, or any related stuff like that. So my advice is to start with Cisco CCNA. I'm not telling that to you to take the exam and pass it or take the certification. I'm telling that if you are trying the basic theories and trying some stuff in the packet tracer, the like at some time when you are facing an interview, there may be many questions as a fresher, like if you are trying for internships or anything like related to that, you will have a very big advantage on you if you have like followed the content of the CCNA. So many job related things like for telecommunication or networking, surely they will ask questions related to networking because for any uh, job like cloud computing, telecommunication, or systems engineering, the basic things from networking are essential. So keep that in mind. And also, so this is a good pace for you to start that one. So at this competition, take the first step towards learning networking, and so after that, you can go through that. So if there's any question or like there's any support needed when you are following the CCNA, you can also contact me if you need. So the main thing I'm telling is that always try to learn the basic networking through this. So okay, I will go through the session. So as I mentioned before, for networking devices, there are routers, switches, hubs, and things like that. So then for end devices means the devices which you are using in end-to-end communication. So my laptop is end device, a PC, a mobile phone. Here you can see there are end devices, a server, printers, all of them are end devices. So if you want any end devices, you can uh, select it from here, components, and also these are the connections. So when you come to connections, there are some rules when creating connections. So if you don't know the rules of connection, so the best thing is you can use this automatical choosing connection type. So in there, the packet tracer will automatically choose what connection is needed. So I will give you an example. If there are two PCs connected, so I think you are also following with me. So that's good if you are following with me. So if two devices are connected, that means now we are going to create a network. If two devices are connected, then they are communicating. It's a network. So as in the definition also, it told that communication of two or more devices. So if this um, two devices want to communicate, there should be a medium. So as of now, we know that we can have a medium through a cable. So not only cables are there for support to the medium, support as medium. So if there's a wireless medium, they also can communicate. For now, to know about the basics of communication, we will go through cables. So like actually you can keep in mind that to connect two types of same devices, you want to use cross cables. So if like think if there's a switch and a PC, you can connect them through straight through cables. So the main thing is that you can keep it in mind, to connect the same type of device you want to use cross cables, and to connect different types you can use straight through cables. It is easy to remind, but uh, think it that if you forget what to use as a cable, so the best thing is that you can use this option. In here it will automatically select, and then you can connect to the other one. So as I told, the connection has been a cross connection. This is a cross copper crossover connection. So as I mentioned before, if I connect these two, it will become a straight through connection. uh, I got an error, so I also forgot that. So one thing is that so I will give an advice. So the most successful method to learn anything in networking is through errors. So there's an error. The cable cannot be connected to the port, to that port. Actually, this error is due to that the PC. I am trying to connect this PC to this PC and also to the switch. So the thing that we want to keep in mind is that I will delete this and now connect this. Now there is not there, it is connecting. So one point that you want to add into your mind is that a PC has only one interface. Some of your laptop must have, uh, wait, I will show. So that means the thing is that a PC or a laptop has only one interface. I think you have seen the interface. So I will show you a photo of an interface. So Ethernet port. So some of your laptops may have this interface. So mainly only one cable is one port is there for your Ethernet cable. So that means you have only one interface. So that's the reason why when I'm trying to connect this to another one, it is giving an error, because so this will be very much helpful for you during the packet tracer task you are doing in the competition also, because when you are trying to connect more than one connections, you will get this error, and you will remember that this is the thing which is happening. So the thing is that only one interface is there for a laptop or a computer device. So keep it in mind, you can only connect uh, one wire to this PC. But okay, now I will keep it as simple as possible. So one thing is that if there's any question, you can ask me. Up to now, I don't see any chats. So basically, I will continue. If there is anything, you can ask. So I will connect these two. Now, now the concept is that I think you know a command called ping, ping. Mm, I will annotate here. A command is there called ping, which will be useful for you uh, in everyday life when you are having a network issue, or like trying to communicate in networks. So this ping command, what this is that it will send a packet to this and see if the packet is returning to here. The thing that ping command does is that it confirm that the network connection is there. So if we are doing a ping command, then this the packet is sent to here, and that packet is coming to here, and we can see that connection is there. So I will show one example. I will go through this quickly. So if we click on this, if you are also trying this packet tracer, um, I think now you have created two PCs and connected them through a cross cable. So then after that, if we click on this, we can see the configurations and some settings of this PC. So we can go here. You can go from config past Ethernet 0 means the uh, interface. So in there also you can make an IP for this computer, or in here also desktop IP configuration. This must be familiar for you. So in the PC also, no, I will not go through that. So in the PC also there's a IP configuration setting. So for now, I will give a IP address. So I will explain what is IP address later, but for now I will give a sample IP address for this 10.10.1. So I will keep this as default settings. Now for this one, I will give 10.10.2. Nothing much is done. So I have given these two IP addresses. This one was 10.10.1. 10.10.2. So also when you are also doing some task in packet tracer, like the best thing is that always place notes. So this option gives you the option of placing notes. So you can now you know what are the IP addresses of these two. Okay, so the thing I am going to do is I want to confirm that these two PCs can communicate. So using the command prompt, I can ping to the other computer. So here a reply is coming that uh, so this is working. So if I give another IP which is not there, the error, there may be a error coming that the request timeout. That means there's no connection. So because there's no connection like this, it will give an error. So in here, a reply is coming from the other computer. That means these two computers can connect. Okay, I think you got the basic idea. So I will show a simulation also from here. From this one, I am going to ping the other one. So uh, this is what is happening when you are pinging. A message is going to the other computer. Uh, so the thing is that the ping is going to this one, and it is telling that this wait, I have given the wrong ping. So that's now the message is going to here, and this one is uh, replying to this one. I am this PC. So this is the basic way which communication is happening in real time. So packet communication is there. Okay, I think you have got a basic idea about this. And if I think to add another computer, now there's a problem, because when there's another computer, I can't add this one. The error is there. The cable cannot be connected to that port, because a PC has only one interface, and I'm trying to connect two PCs for this one interface. Uh, I think you got my point. So so these two cannot, like we cannot have another PC for this. But like in the definition of a network itself, there's a thing that called the communication between two or more devices. So we want to have many devices to communicate. In that case, we can have a device called a switch. So now you want to have the idea that a switch is there for the communication of more than two devices, or to like to act as a medium for the communication of the devices. So now you can have many PCs and you can connect them to this switch. So this switch has many interfaces. So as I told before, uh, this PC has only fast Ethernet 0 port, but for this switch you can have there are about 24, 25, 26 ports are there. I think you can see that one. So there are 26 ports. That means you can connect 26 devices for this switch and they will communicate. That's the point where a switch is taken. I think the idea is clear with this example, that why we need a switch. So through that we can have the communications. Now if we give 4 IP addresses for these four can communicate. So I will give only 2 IP addresses and show you from here through past Ethernet. I give it as 3. If you are also doing, you can try this one. Always like before going to very complex task or very complex issues, you want to have the basic idea of what is this communication and how it is happening. So I will give this one also the IP address. Now if we try to ping, how we are pinging, so go to desktop, to command prompt. If you need any time or anything, so you can put me a message. So I will wait until you have configured. So from 10.10.3, I'm going to ping to 10.10.4. So the ping is successful because uh, the two PCs are connected through the switch. There's no issue in the communication. These are connected through the switch. I think you had the basic idea of how these are related to networking. So when you are going through the packet tracer task which you are assigned in the competition also, like my advice is always start from the like start from a smaller thing and go through that. So if you are given a very big task, so first of all, if there's a switch and PCs are connected, first connect those and check the connections, and then go to the next step. So that will make you like your life easy in the connections, because otherwise if you have connected all the connections in the diagram and then you are starting to troubleshoot, you will be in a mess, because when there's a connectivity issue, you can't find the actual thing which is giving the problem. So keep it in mind. So these are the basic things in packet tracer about communication between two switches, and also the uh, communication between two devices, and also the use of switches. So next I will go through the slides again. So next thing is the IP addresses. This is a much complex uh, theory, and also like for exams like CCNA also pretty much questions are asked from here. So about 20% or 30% questions are asked from this, how to calculate these IP addresses, how to like differentiate the host networks and the subnets. That means the network parts and the host parts. So basically, I will give a short introduction about IP addresses. Uh, so actually, this must be learned very in a very vast manner, because there are many calculations related to this. So as in our degree program, like we are good in calculation. So in networking, the most of the calculations are based on those IP addresses. So I will. Okay. So there are two types of IP addresses in the world up to now: IPv4 and IPv6. So if you are curious about networking, so you can also search why there's no IPv5 there. So from 4 itself, they went through 6. The reason for going for IPv6 was that the network addresses related to IPv4 were over. With the vast improvement of the network devices, all of the IP addresses were gone. So that's why we are going through IPv6 now. Now, actually, most of the devices are also having IPv6 addresses. Okay, so mainly IPv4 address is consist of 4 parts, 4 octets actually. One octet have 8 bits. 8 bits means 1 zeros. There are 8 1 zeros in a octet, and you can see that there are 4 octets. So 8 times 4, there are 32 bits in an IPv4 address. So basic thing is that we can change this ones and zeros and make many number of numbers. So if we change this 1 to 0, then this number will become 0 from. So by changing all of these, we can have 256 values for this, and also for this we can have 256, for this also 256, this also 256. So by changing them and having the different combinations, we can have many IP addresses. So that's the main idea of IP address. And as I mentioned before, if our computer is there, this computer must have an IP address to communicate. As I showed before, also the example IPs I gave was 10.10.10.1. So this is an IP address. So my computer must have an IP address. Also, the other computer which is I am communicating must also have an IP address to communicate. So if you are following networking, you will come through public IP address and also private IP addresses. I will not go through that deep in this lesson. So like always have the curiosity to search them in the internet. So you will have many videos which are explaining what are private IP addresses, public IP addresses, and what is an IP address. So basically my computer needs an IP address, so I can communicate with this. Actually your personal computers also have an IP address. Not only one, there may be many IP addresses. So if I show you my computer's IP addresses, uh, okay, I will show it in another time. So this is the command you must give to see what is your IP address. Wait, I will show it. If you go to the command prompt in your personal laptop and type IP config, you can see your IP addresses which are assigned to you. So like these are due to my virtual ones I am using. So this is the IP address I received for my Wi-Fi purposes. So this 192.168.1.9 is my private IP address for the Wi-Fi purposes. And so So there are other IP addresses I have received also. So this is the basic place where I can see what are my IP addresses. And also so the thing is that each and every device, also your mobile devices, also have a IP address which you are using. Okay, so I will go through the slides. Okay, then there's a theory called the subnet mask. A subnet mask is like so I will say like this. Um, if there's a IP address called 10.10.10 and the subnet mask is there telling 16. This /16 or /24/8, it tells that this IP address is divided into two parts from here. This 16 comes from 2 octets, like this first number has 8 numbers, so 8 and 8, 16. That's how this 16 comes. If I am going to this will become 24, and if I am taking all the octets, it will become 32. So the concept is that if I am using /16, it says that this IP is divided into two parts, and this left part is known as the subnet or the network, and this is the host. So this is a somewhat complex theory to explain in a session. So thing is that if I take 10.10.10 and /24, this means this IP is divided from here. So this right side part I can change. So how to explain it? So okay, I will take an example. There's a need of a communication. So last point I have explained about switches. If a switch is there and two computers are communicating, let's make it three. Three computers are communicating, but I want to divide these computers into some subnets. That means if I think this is for engineering students, and this is for medical students. So like I want to have a division of this communication. So engineering students and medicine students cannot communicate with each other, but they are connected to the same switch. So for things like that, we are using this concept of subnets. Engineering students are in a different subnet and the medical students are in a different subnet. So when those two are in different subnets, they can't communicate. But today also I will explain some concepts which they can communicate by using some theories. But the thing is that we want to identify that these two are in different subnets. So for that, we are using the concept of subnets. So main thing is that I am giving engineering students the 10.10.10 here anything 10 I will get comma 24 up. For now I will take this as 0. So engineering students have got 10.10.10 24. Then medical students has got 10.10.20.0. That means if I have any computer which its IP address starts with 10.10.20, I know that it belongs to medicine faculty. So if there's a computer with 10.10.10, then I know that it belongs to the engineering faculty. So that's the way how we are like dividing the computers into subnets. So if there's another with 10.10.20 and it's for technology faculty, then there's another subnet. So for that concept only, the subnet mask is there. So from that, this 24 tells that we are looking at the subnet from these first 3 octets. Then for the next octet, we are telling that it's the host or the network one. So we can change this one as we wish. So if one computer can has 10.10.20.1, 2, 3, then we can have 256 other computers which are having which are in this subnet. I think it is clear, but I know that it's much difficult for you to understand it in the first time itself. So like start from here. The one thing is I want to tell is that start from here, like understand what is subnet, what is IP addresses. So face for the competition next. So at that, I don't think you have to have the full idea about IP addresses or anything like that. But after facing the competition also, then start to learn. So in your academic career also, you will have the uh, modules like introduction to networking. In there also, you can have the idea about how these are happening. So I will continue with the session. So here also the thing I have explained before, the network portion, if the address is 24, then this part will become the network portion and this will become host portion. So we can change this number inside the network. So we can have from 1 to 225, actually 224. I will explain that also. So in an IP address, wait, there's a chat. So there's a question in subnet mask notation IP/X, what it means when X is not divisible by 8. Okay, so that's a good question. So thing is that I think the question is that if this is not 24, let's think this is 30. That means it is not divisible by 8. So there's no big question on that. That means that's not an issue because in here, so actually for the explanation easiness of the explanation only, we are taking like 8, 16, 24 or 32. Actually in real world there are many situations where we are having 30, 28 uh, IP addresses like that. So in there, the thing is that you want to again consider this one also. So I will give an example. So I will take this example. So if we use 24, we are dividing it by it in here. So the network portion is here and the host portion is here. But as you asked in the question, if the IP address is given as /30, then we are dividing it from here. In the bit level also, we are dividing it into two parts. If the part is 30, then the network portion becomes this first 30 bits and the host portion becomes these 2 bits. Then only we can have only 4 host bits. That means we can change only these 2 bits now. Then you can have only 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. Not all of these can be used as hosts, but the idea is that if the slash value is not dividing from 8, you want to go through the bits and also divide that into 2 parts. I think you got cleared in that question. I hope it's clear. If there's anything unclear, you can ask again. So that's a good question because I only explained about what is divisible by 8 only. Okay, thank you. So that's a good question. So if there's anything which is not divisible by 8, you can use that also. So for example, if that is /10, you want to count from here 8, 9, 10. From here, divide it into 2. This is the network portion and this is the host portion. So that's the idea of this. I recommend you to so here we are having only a small session. So if you are like interested in learning this concept very simply, so I recommend you a video series which is Jeremy's IT lab. This video series is fully free in YouTube. I think there are many videos. If you take the addition, if there are about 100 or 150 videos from him with Packet Tracer labs. So for every theory he explains about the Packet Tracer. They mean Packet Tracer labs also. So this is a very good resource for you to learn. So I also followed the CCN exam fully with his video courses free. So I recommend you to watch these things. And so if you watch his IP addresses videos, he is explaining all of this about this, how IP addresses are coming and also giving exercises to follow. So it's a good place to start your networking career. Okay, so we will go through the sessions. Okay, so I will go to the next slide. Um, okay, here also there are some theories, so I will explain them briefly. Uh, with the time, so if IP address is taken, this IP address is taken. So this is binary calculations. You know them very well. So in I think in the first year, the second semester also you are learning about electronics. In there also you are converting these things. So I will not go through them. Okay, I will go to the next slide. One thing is that in IP addresses, so I am pretty much sure that in your task, in the packet tracer task you are having in the Eminence competition, you will surely forget this one, the default gateway. So keep in mind that default gateway, that means if you are considering a PC and in the this is a screenshot of the PC configuration, there you have a place to put the default gateway. So default gateway means the place where the computer is searching to go. That means if a packet is there that the computer does not know, then the computer will search for the default gateway. You can give one default gateway for that. So in the packet tracer hands-on one, I will explain what is this. So here the definition is that the uh, a default gateway is the network node, usually router, that devices use to access other devices when no other routes are specified. That means the computer does not know where to go, so it will search for that default gateway. There will be a router, and always this computer will go to this router for the communication purposes. It acts as the front door to the rest of the connected network. So I don't think that you will understand it here, but when you go through the lab or the practicals, I will explain what is here. Okay, so I think it's better to move for a uh, packet tracer session. Okay, I will go through these slides. So here also the modes of iOS, I will explain them in the packet tracer session. So there are three modes: use execution mode, privilege execution, and global configuration. I will show them for you. Uh, okay, now we will go to the packet tracer and see what are the things we want to learn there. Uh, I will give you a short uh, question or a interface. So you can have a screenshot of this and try to configure it. In this session, we will go through this configuration. So then you can have the idea about the configurations. Okay, take a screenshot of this. So you can always look into this, and we will configure this VLAN configuration for you to have the idea about VLANs. Okay, I think you have taken a screenshot. Next, we will go through the practical of this. So in that, I will teach you about the VLANs also. We will take a new one. Okay, in there, I will take two switches as the network devices and connect four PCs. If you are having the packet tracer software, I think you also can start with me. Before connecting all of them, we will start with only two PCs and configure them. Okay. For this PC, I will give the IP address of, as in the screenshot, it will have the IP address 192.168.2.10. I think now you are familiar with how to assign IP addresses. 168.3.10. Okay, now we will configure those IP addresses for these two interfaces. Okay, now these two IP addresses are assigned. But one thing you want to keep in mind is that these two cannot communicate with each other, because I have given the, I think you can see this one. I have given the subnet mask at as 255.255.255.0. That means from here to here, the subnet is there. So for this computer, the subnet is 192.168.2.10. For this one, 3.10. So we will try to ping from this PC to the other PC. So the ping is not working because these two are in two networks. I think you got the idea what is happening here. Uh, as these are two networks, we can't ping these two. For these also, as in the screenshot, we will give the IP addresses. Um, If you also configure in with this with me, you can do this. If there's any issue also, you can ask from me. I have now configured the IP addresses of the four. Now the four computers have been assigned, and if you can guess what is the connection between these two will become. I think I have explained it before. This will become a cross connection because the same types of devices are there. So this will become a cross connection. Okay, so can someone tell in a message also? It's okay. So to have an interaction, if I ping with PC 0 to 2, will the ping be successful? Can you give an answer before I try the ping in the chat also? It's okay. I will try to ping from PC 0 to PC 2. PC 0 to PC 2. If I ping, will that be successful? These are the things that you want to think. So you are engineer. So if you are trying to be network engineers, you want to like predict before you are trying. You want to try and see before you are trying. You want to predict this will work. Otherwise, after only pinging, you are thinking what's the reason, that will not be sufficient for you to become a network engineer. So the thinking part must be definitely there. Is there anyone who can tell that PC 0 to PC 2 will be successful or not? uh, I got one answer telling that it will be successful. There are okay, so uh, we will try. So if we try to ping once is the ping will be successful because these two computers are in the same network. So if you create a topology like this and check the connections, so we can tell that this connection will not be successful because these two are in two different networks. This to this communication will not be also successful because these two are in two different networks. With this, from this network portion only, we are telling that this will not be successful, but a ping request between these two will be successful because these two are in the same network. The communication which we checked, this was also successful because these two are in the same network. This will also not be successful because there are two networks. So the next thing is that this is solely this happened because the IP addresses are in different networks. But the thing is that these switches doesn't know about the IP addresses. They are always forwarding the packets, but so for the switches to know whether this is from which thing, that means whether this is from a which network or a subnet, we are having a concept called VLANs. By using the VLANs only, like we are dividing the network into many parts. So like if you work as a network engineer in any company, so the first or the most of the task you are getting is to design the network. So let's think that there's a company called uh, ABC. So this company has different departments: HR department, uh, what other the department, network administrators, software developers. So the computers which these are using must be separated to subnets. So for that, we are using this concept called VLANs. So there will be a VLAN for HR. There will be a VLAN for the network administrators, and so for the software developers. So in the task, I think in the competition itself, you will surely has a task to configure VLANs. So you want to have the idea about how to configure those VLANs, because if there's any error in your configuration, that will occur, like deduce your marks, and also that will have you have to face some difficulties in network issues or connectivity issues when you are finalizing your answer. So have a good idea about how to configure VLAN. So we will go through switch configuration. So the one thing that I want to make you note that the configurations of these species are fully now finished. So the remaining part is only the configuration of this switch. Okay, as same as the PCs, you have these switches. So I think now we can go through the modes of these switches. So at the start of the switch, that means at the start of the configuration of the switch, you will have only this what is called the user execution mode. Uh, so this mode is called the user execution mode. That means the switch and this uh, one mark. So if this is actually, this user execution mode is having very limited access. That means you can only have the commands like ping, or very limited access is there. So if you want to have the access to see any configurations or have the show commands, you want to go to the privileged execution mode. So you are going to that mode by using enable command. So then the command changes. Now you are in the privileged execution mode. So you want to have an I have ideas about this, because when you are configuring, you want to know in which mode you are using. You are there. So this is called the privileged execution mode. And the other thing is the so in here there are many show commands. Uh, in the packet tracer, I don't know that you know. If you don't know the command, or you can't remember the command, always you can put a question mark and see what are the commands. So when I click the question mark, it appears all the commands in the command line which I can use to see anything. So if I am seeing anything related to VLAN, I can use VLAN. That's also, you don't want to type the full one, you can type VLN, hit the tab, it will automatically type VLAN. Then see if there are any other things you want to see. Yes, there's a command called brief, so you can use that one. So here it gives a brief summary of the VLANs. Here all of the ports are in the default VLAN, and these are some default VLANs. So we haven't configured any new VLANs. All of these are default VLANs. 1000, 2000, 3004, and 1004 are default VLANs. So if we want to create any VLAN, we can use the commands. So I will not uh, use these switches, because these are we are using for the example. So if we take another example switch, you can go to the CLI. This is because the switch is starting. You can fast forward that one. So we can go to the enable. You can also type short commands. So enable, then we will go to the see the show commands. Okay. So first thing I will go to is I will go through the global configuration mode. So to go to that, we want to type configure terminal. So that means we are going to globally configure something. So the command is configure terminal. In there, we can create VLANs. If I want, I will create a VLAN called VLAN 10. So always we are giving numbers. So I will create a VLAN called VLAN 10 and give it as the name. I think the command is name. For the VLAN 10, I will give FOE. Then now a new VLAN is created at the number 10 with the name of Faculty of Engineering. So if I go to the show commands and type show VLAN brief as before, now we can see that a new VLAN has been created for this number 10. So that's the best way you can like always configure and see what are happening. So from this way you can like confirm your configurations have been happened. And one thing is that after configuring anything, you can that means you must save the configurations. The command to save the configurations is command is this copy. You must execute it here. Copy running configurations to startup configurations from this one. So keep it in mind. That means surely you will forget this one. So at your task, if you are saving or giving the saved task for your friend, if you haven't copied this one, you will face some issues like some configurations will be missing as you have not saved that one. So always try to save this one. There's a short command to this also. Write command will also save the configurations. So keep those in your mind and do the configuration parts. Okay, so we will finish this uh, part. So our main configuration. So now we want to configure these two switches and add the VLANs. Uh, okay, I will go through the configuration for this switch. One thing is that in the task when you are having in the competition, so sometimes they will tell you to change the host name of the switches. So this switch now has the host name of switch. If they ask you to change this to switch 1, SW1 or anything like that, so you can you do that by going to the configuration mode and you want to type the command host name and type what is the name you want to have for the switch. I think I can add SW1. So now you can see that the host name of the switch changed to SW1. In here also you can change that one. Here also I will change the host name to SW2. That's the way we are changing the host name. So next, to complete this task, we will create the VLANs. So I think now you know how to create the VLANs. For this, I will create VLAN 20. Uh, it in the task itself, it was there. I will make this one. With color. Other one is this one. So I'll give another color to this. This green color is VLAN 20. I'll give this as VLAN 30. Okay, now we want to configure this VLAN 20. This is uh, HR and this is sales. So the configuration of VLANs are easy. So go to this and start the configurations by so now we are inside the VLAN 20 and we must give the name HR for this. So now VLAN 20 is created. Now we can create VLAN 30. Simple words. We will give the name as sales for this. Okay, now I think we have created the VLAN, so we can see whether the VLANs are created by using the show VLAN brief command. Here you can see that 20 is HR and 30 is sales, but the situation is that the ports are not being assigned here. So we must assign this FA01 to HR and FA02 to sales. So to do that one, I will go through the command. So that can be done by using the interface. So now here we are in the global configuration mode. So from that we want to go to the interface. That's very easy. So in here we want to type the interface name, interface FA01. Now we are in the interface. Now the command to make this access port. So one thing is that in VLANs there are two types of ports, access ports and trunk ports. So access ports means ports like this. So this is connected only to one VLAN. This is also connected to one VLAN. But some ports are there, ports like this. These are trunk ports because it must take the messages from both the VLANs of this VLAN and this VLAN. Both VLANs are going through this. So these ports are known as trunk ports. These are known as access ports. Okay. So for interface one, I'm now in the interface one. So I will give the command. This is the command you must remember, switch port mode access. That means this uh, port will become an access port. And then you want to give what's the VLAN, switch port access VLAN. I think we gave the VLAN as 20. Now we will exit and I will type the other one also straight away. Interface F02 switchboard mode access switchboard access VLAN 30. Now I have given the configurations. So if I exit and see the show VLAN brief, I can see that these two ports have been assigned to HR and sales. So in your tasks also, so this is the best way. So you are configuring something and confirming whether that is being there. So I don't think that I can cover all the theories related to this today, but the one thing that I will make sure is that you want to go through like an engineer. So you must always go through a process and finish something, because there's no point in there if you are typing all the commands taken from the internet, and that will not make you good competitor, because at the end of the day you want to learn something or learn how to do this one. The commands are there always on the internet, but the way of execution is your job. So make sure you are doing it well. So this same configuration must be added to this site. I will do that also. Now you can see uh, there's a jet. How to keep the port numbers from disappearing. I think you are telling that these port numbers are disappearing. So I think the option, you can go to this options preference. I think there's an option. Yeah, this one. Always show port labels in logical workspace. So if you enable that one, the port numbers will not disappear. I think you got the answer. Okay, we'll continue. Then next thing is that I will configure this one. So I will do it quickly as there's a limited time. Switchboard mode access, switchboard access VLAN 20. Actually, I didn't have the VLAN before. I didn't created the VLAN, so we will create the VLAN first. VLAN 20 HR, name HR, VLAN 30, name sales. You can confirm whether these are there. Show VLAN brief. Yes, the configurations are there. So next we will go to the configure terminal interface. If the other terminal is 02, switchboard mode access, port access VLAN 30. Now the configuration is done. That means we have configured all the VLANs, and you can confirm it also. Show VLAN brief. In here we can see the HR and sales have the access ports, and the final thing we want to do is we want to configure this one. So in the competition also, remember, you want to configure this one as a trunk port. So I will show how to do that one also. You want to go to the configure terminal, and in there you want to select this interface F03, and in that interface you want to type this command, switch port mode trunk. Now this will become a trunk port, and for this one also you want to configure those. Configure terminal interface F03, switch port mode trunk. Now all the things have been configured. You can confirm that also using show interface trunk command. Here you can see that F03 is on trunking. That's how we are configuring VLAN. So I think for today we'll go through. So in this session we will go to up to that level of configuring VLANs. And so the other thing is that okay, so I think that you have got an idea about how to configure the switches, and also you have got an idea about the packet tracer software and the interface of that. And I like recommend you to go through this software before the competition also, like there are many features in here, the simulations of or the real time. So then also the options which will make your life easy when you are uh, troubleshooting any networking issue or any configuration issue. So that's a brief introduction about the software and also to the networking. So before going to the competition, I advise you to go through the other concepts also. Like I've gone to the VLAN. So mainly you it would be better if you can also go through the configuration of routers. I'll give the idea of what is a router. So here in this example, we have seen a LAN connection, local area network. That means inside the company or inside any, like inside a building. This is for that one. So if we want to go more than that, so if we think like we want to, yes, okay, we want to have a connection here. That means we want to go through the internet also. Here there's no internet. This is inside the LAN communication. And if you want to go through the internet, or as we are in a branch network and we want to connect to the head office, so for those things we are using this routers. So through a router we are going to the internet or any other outside networks. So that's the point where routing is used. So there are some concepts for routing also. So today I covered the concepts related to the switches. I think those are the main things I were aiming to uh, cover in this session. Okay, if there are any questions from your side, please feel free to ask. Uh, are there any questions from any batch? I think 22nd, 23rd, 4th, and 25th batches are there. Uh, are there any questions for you to ask before winding up the session, or hand note it over? If there's nothing, yes. So the advantage of like connecting to, like having VLANs is that the switch knows the ping and like, yeah. So if we are continuing that, I will share. Here, so up to now in this having VLAN names for, so if you are continuing after this, so there are some concepts like inter VLAN routing. So for inter VLAN routing or concepts like that, the switch must have the knowledge of what are the VLANs and what are the ports connected to that. So if I give an example, in the next theory will have is that inter VLAN routing through routers. That means at that point, this one is communicating with this one, because inter VLAN, there are two VLANs. So to communicate for these two, the switch must know who is connected to this VLAN and who is connected to this VLAN and what are the access points connected to them. So in that situation only, I will give the example. This will send the packet to this, and it will ask from the router where's the other computer which I am asking. So from that, in that situation, this router will tell this switch that is connected to here. So then it will go through this trunk point and to this access point. So actually up to now, so for today's thing, so there's no advantage more than like having the inter VLAN, having the configuration of VLANs here, but when you go to the next step of the configuration only, you will have those advantages. Surely, I think according to the level of the packet tracer competition you are having, this knowledge will also be tested in inter VLAN knowledge also. Uh, so I think it will be there in the task. So I haven't seen the task to now, but so the past task also can contain these inter VLAN theory. So I think you want to practice those also. So the thing is that in those concepts, this VLAN configuration will be pretty much important. Okay. Are there any other questions? Practice and improve using packet tracer. I have mentioned the before also the way I have started learning about networks. So I will show you. Like there's a YouTube channel called Jeremy's IT Lab. Like I recommend it 100% because uh, it has all the lessons. So wait, give me a minute. I will show you how to. So this is the thing I was telling. So in here, like it is divided into some. The a playlist is there about yeah 63 days means with the labs it will become about 120 days. So here the video series starts from like as I started today, so how the basic concepts are there, and from that onwards like I think the introduction is also starting with the packet tracer. So it is also explaining how this packet tracer is uh, how we are going through packet tracer and what are the things going we are doing at so step by step it is developing you to have all the idea about which a basic network engineer needs. So I recommend you this. So I will show another video also like explaining about how the IP addresses are being assigned. uh, so I think the best place you can start is here. So there are many other places where you can also go through and see, but as a beginner this is the best place where you can have a beginner friendly introduction to networking. As I mentioned before also, for any field related in like software or that IT side, you will have this competition also. As my experience, so I will share with so you are from my university, and so as an advice I want to tell that following only the academic and having a good GPA will not definitely not have you in the industry. So if you're following the that means you are going through masters and PhD and you are following that path, that academic path, the GPA is needed, and also GPA is very much important. But with only the GPA, there will be no any job opportunities for you in the market currently, because there's a much bigger competition in every side. So as of my knowledge, so we are working as systems engineers, and also there are many of the private university students which we are working, they are 3 or 4 years like younger than us, but like they are gaining the experience because they are only having the universities at the Saturdays and Sundays only, so they are working full time in our companies. And the difference they are making is that when they get out from the university, they are having 2 or 3 years experience and the degree, so we are only having the degree. So in that point, like certifications or practical projects are the only things that can differentiate that gap. So the thing is that every time try to learn something in the industry. So actually academics are not based on the industries, they are the basics of the networking or any field. So you want to learn them also, but at the same time you must try the certifications or like try something from yourself, because at the interviews or anything they will ask about them rather than the academic knowledge. So I am not like depreciating the academic knowledge. So I will also uh, studied I have also maintained the GPA that is good, but also at the final years or the third year, from the third year itself, try to do something which is practical and so in your field. So if you are following software, so always makes do some projects. So if you are following networking or systems, so go through that, go through certifications, go through industrial level applications like Linux, uh, packet tracer. Actually, packet tracer is not industrial level, so they are not using it in the industry. But after learning packet tracer, you can go through GNS3 or virtualizations, stuff like that. So that's the advice I can give. Okay, if there are any other things you can ask. I think there are no any other questions. I think we can finish the session now. How about
A heartfelt thank you to Mr. Seliprasanna for delivering such an insightful session. Your knowledge and experience have added great value to today's webinar. Now, to deliver the vote of thanks, I would like to warmly invite Ms. Punsara Sewandi, co-chair of Eminence 5.0, IEEE WIE Affinity Group, University of Ruhuna. Ms. Punsara, over to you.
Good evening, everyone. As the co-chair of Eminence 5.0, I'm so happy to give the vote of thanks for this special event, the first webinar of Eminence 5.0 journey. First, on behalf of the WIE Affinity Group, IEEE Student Branch at the University of Ruhuna, I wish to extend our heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Asela Prasanna for taking the time to share such valuable insights with us today. Right now, we would like to present a token of appreciation to you, Mr. Asera, as a small way to say thank you for your time and support for Eminence 5.0. And next, I would like to sincerely thank all our participants for being with us today with such enthusiasm. Your active presence makes this event truly meaningful. Finally, a special thanks goes to our organizing committee for your commitment, hard work, and dedication behind the scenes, ensuring this event was success. Together, we have made today a valuable and memorable experience. Thank you once again, and we look forward to meeting you at our future webinars as well. So, thank you, and it's over to you, Vihangi.
Thank you, Ms. Punsara. We are now sharing a feedback form in the Zoom chat. Please let us know your thoughts and feel free to suggest ideas for future events. Before we officially conclude, let's capture this memorable moment together. I kindly invite everyone to turn on your cameras and join us for a group photo. Finally, I would like to extend my sincere gratitude to all participants for your active involvement and presence. Your engagement has been key to the success of today's webinar. We look forward to seeing you again in our future events. With that, we conclude today's session. Thank you all and good night.